from watching down at Launceston. First quarter was pretty tight, but you really had control, I think, really from quarter time onwards. Just kept getting buckets in the second and third and kept getting stops in the third and fourth.
Yeah, I think this week we came with a really good approach collectively from staff to team on a way that we wanted to play, and that's really just a simple way. And I think for the most part tonight we played simple basketball, made simple reads. It really does show. We have 29 assists. Josh has a bunch, but we really passed the ball and shared it. So that was the key. We played simple ball. Guys were communicating on the defensive end at a pretty high level, and we knew the scout, and we executed.
Was that particular number, which I was going to allude to, and refer to, the most pleasing part of the coach? 29 assists. Guys are being unselfish, they're flicking around and they're making the right, executing right as well.
Yeah, that's the game of basketball. We do get sometimes selfish when we get into a flow and we're moving the ball, and then somebody just decides, well, maybe we're going to jack one up every now and then. Josh might have had 17 assists tonight. Sometimes he makes that error too, and that not only him, but when we do share the basketball and we make simple plays, we're effective.
And I thought DJ really set that tone early. Was it a plan to feed him while he had that matchup with Lamar? Lamar's probably a different sort of forward than what DJ is. Was that sort of the plan to just feed DJ as much as he could, or was it just the way it sort of panned out?
No, that was part of the scout. We had to try to work some things to get Haji away from the rim, and so we were trying to run specific things to limit his rim protection around the rim, and we also felt like we had a pretty good matchup versus Lamar and DJ. So we ran a number of things to get him the ball to make plays, and then DJ. Is unselfish and has 3 assists, has a few turnovers, but at the end of the day, the scout was executed at a high level, and the boys shared the basketball.
And one more for me for you, Josh. Obviously, you've become the first Australian born player to notch back-to-back in your triple doubles, which is history made. Does this one feel different to the one before? Obviously, when you get rolled in New Zealand, it's a bit bittersweet, I guess, but this time the win is the most important thing, and you've contributed to it with an even better performance, arguably.
Yeah, obviously, it's cool to have them stats, but if they're not resulting in wins, I'd rather have 0 points and get a win than have a triple-double and lose. So I give a lot of credit to my teammates because they make me look good by making shots and, finishing around the ring. And I'm lucky to play with 2 really good bigs, even 3 with Kaz now. Hitting shots and they finish well around the ring, so they make my life so much easier. And tonight was good. Big win for us. We need to make a late push for these finals, so we're taking it step by step, and this was a good first step for us.
And obviously the news came through to us that we always knew was going to happen anyway. You were nominated for the draft. How sort of excited are you now that it was always a reality, but now it's actually set in stone?
Yeah, it's good to just kind of get that out the way, get that over and done with. But it's happened now, and I'm focused here with the 36ers on making a push for the playoffs. So that'll come when the time comes. But right now I'm in Adelaide and I'm focused on here.
And just one last one for me. Connor Pinder's second half tonight was dynamic. Actually, it was easily his best NBL game as a professional. How did you see his performance in terms of getting buckets, flying half acrobatic blocks, just making plays? He's not doing the brain fade things he was doing in his first couple of months here. He's really contributing.
Kaz had 19 and 7 and 3 blocks and 0 turnovers. So if you've been tracking us ever since ice went down, Kaz has continued to get better and better, and his confidence is just soaring right now. He's put the work in. He's been healthy. He's happy. He's kind of turned the corner for us, and so Really pleased with his effort around the rim tonight, making shots. And he makes another 3 threes tonight, where a lot of teams were in those first 2 months, they weren't even guarding him. So he's worked tirelessly in practice on it, and he's got the confidence going right now. And he had a great game, a lot of fun to watch.
Sorry, congratulations, Josh. The last couple of performances, how are your confidence levels right now?
They're good. They're good. Wins definitely help with confidence. I keep going back to it, but our team is on confidence. When we're good, I think we're one of the best teams in the league. And the good thing about our team is everyone loves seeing everyone eat on our team, and there's no selfishness. There's no I'm not playing well, so I'm going to sit and sook. It's just everyone's we're one unit. Everyone's happy for each other when we're succeeding, and I think that's what's the best part about our team. Whether we're winning or losing, guys are fighting and fighting for each other. So, there's great chemistry within our group, and, it's starting to show over recent weeks. Whether we're winning or losing, you can see that we're fighting the full 40 minutes, and that's been a goal of ours to be able to string 40 minutes of good basketball together. And I think tonight it's a progress, but I thought we were good in that area tonight.
Was it a conversation that you had in terms of playing out the rest of the season, given your nomination for the draft?
Yeah, it's never been a thought of mine to lead the team or give up on them, or pull the pin. Which I've seen a lot of people saying stuff like that, but it's never been on my mind to lead the team. So I want to be here right till the end, and I want to help this team get into that top 4, and that's what we're going for. And I think sitting on the sideline just watching games, it's not gonna. It feels selfish by me to just be relaxing while the team's fighting out there. So I want to be out there competing with the guys, and I want to be here for the rest of the season.
Did you have any voices in your head, perhaps saying it might be safer to do that?
Yeah.
As instead?
Say that again, sorry.
Did you have any voices in that conversation, any advice that perhaps it would be a safer option to sit?
Yeah, look, it's easy for people to say that, it's easy to pull the pin and just sit it out because, there's so much to lose and stuff like that. But for me, it's never been about that. I'm a fighter and I'm a competitor, and, I love being out on the floor, and it's hard for me to sit and watch games and when I want to be out there, helping our team win. So, calling quits has never been on my mind, and it never will be. So, I want to be here right till the very last game of the season.
That's nice for you to hear. Connor, how have you seen Josh progress to this point?
Well, he's just playing at a really, really high level now. The confidence just continues to get higher and higher, and I can see it in practice. I can see it in games. I can see it in warm-ups. The mind is always working for him. He sees things early in plays as how they develop, and his shooting's getting better. His offensive game is getting better. His defensive understanding is improving and has really started to help us affect games the last 3 or 4 games. It's been great for all of us to see his growth, and he's on a track right now where he's going to be an exceptional player. And dominate for a long, long time, and I can't wait to watch it.
Just a word on the finals picture. Obviously, it's still a big mountain to climb, but a performance like that will certainly give you a lot of confidence next still in the game.
Yeah, look, it's a one-game series for us every game. We know that from injuries and fatigue and bubble and not playing at a high level offensively. Multiple changes with imports. That's our season. But I've always said that I believe in the group, and we put a good game plan together. The last four or 5 games, and we've won some games. We've had a couple setbacks, so we'll continue to fight. We'll get prepared for Cairns for Tuesday. I know they're sitting for a week, and they'll be rested, and they'll come in. But if we do the little things and execute and play for each other, we're pretty good when we do that.
Thanks. That's all from me.
Hey, Connor, just one last one. You
You played with Larry Bird, you played against Magic Johnson, who are guys who racked up the triple doubles on a nightly basis sometimes. If I could get your crystal ball out, where does Josh Giddey, where's he in 10, 15 years for you, without wanting to put too much pressure on the lad, but where do you see it upside?
It's pressure now.
Pressure now. Look, I'm not going to compare him to those greats. I think that's unfair to Josh. But I will say that I haven't seen an 18-year-old play at a level, at a physical level, understand the game, grow, be able to handle the physicality of it all, improve his finish game around the rim, improve his three-point shooting because he wants to get better. The underlying trait for all great players is that they're never satisfied and they just want to continue to get better. Most of those guys that you're talking about all put in the work in the off season and improved something in their game every off season. I think Josh will do that and put in the work. Most of the NBA scouts know that he can play, and he's going to get drafted at a high number.
I think that's all from me, cheers.
Thanks, come on, Josh.
Thanks.
Thank you.